and welcome to this week's live episode of
Woodlands on Air, presented by Woodlands Online. I'm your host today, Sean Thompson, a year older, a year wiser, a year closer to dementia. How do you know we're live? Easy, I can tell you right now. It is 88 degrees and partly cloudy outside. It's going to get up to 91 and then down to 72. We're going to get a little bit of rain around 4 o'clock this afternoon, not too much. It's going to come through and then it's going to go away. And then for the rest of the week, it's going to be pretty much partly cloudy or sunny. Highs in the low to mid 90s, lows in the 70s. We have another full week of not hitting 100, so yay that. Let me talk to you about some events that are happening this week of July 14th through the 20th. That's right. We are about to get across the halfway mark of July. So it is Monday, July 14th, and summer camps are still the thing. That's right. We're about halfway through. Actually, we've just passed the halfway mark of summer break. Schools are already getting ready for the influx of students coming back in, and parents, you only have a matter of weeks left before the little loved ones are back in class. So if you're busy or need to take care of some stuff, we got summer camps galore all throughout the Woodlands Township area. All you got to do is go to WoodlandsOnAir.com, either click on the events tab and look on the calendar, or you can check out our summer camp guide there on our main page. We got camps for everything: robotics, art, science, mathematics, sports. Sports registration is ongoing as well. So check it out. And then tonight, head on over to The Adventure Begins for Monday night hobbying. That's right. Bring your hobby horses and have a ball. Chick-fil-A, Magnolia and Aldenbridge are doing some really great stuff. They're doing a give back to the flood victims. Obviously, Kerr County and beyond. Horrible things that happen, a lot of flood victims. And so these Chick-fil-A's have put together, you order catering, 20% of whatever you pay on the catering goes to flood victims. So help them out and get some great food while you're at it. This evening, Conroe Independent School District is going to hold a forum at the Grand Oaks High School auditorium for their search for the superintendent. It keeps on going. They got to make sure they can find someone who can follow Dr. Curtis Null and Dr. Stockton before him. So good luck. If you want to opine, then you have your chance tonight. Tomorrow morning, got some things happening. There is a wonderful thing. I mean, it's sad that it has to exist, but there's a support group called While We're Waiting. It's a support group for bereaved parents, and they have a meeting tomorrow evening. Any parent that has to go through that, of course, we feel for, but know that you're not alone, and you have a wonderful nonprofit organization support group there for you. And on a lighter note, the Children's Museum is hosting a couple of things. The Woodlands Children's Museum is hosting a luau for its boogie bash, and then they also have rhyme time, and they have all kinds of other stuff too. I'm going to talk about the Woodlands Children's Museum a little bit more later on in the news section. But right now, know that except for Sunday and Monday, you got amazing things happening there if you got kiddos. Moving on to Wednesday now, it's open mic night at the Classy Cork Wine Room. So if you're feeling brave or you need to get brave with a little liquid courage, head on over, knock down a glass or two of Chardonnay, grab a guitar, harmonica, or your vocal cords, and enjoy the open mic night. Or if you want to put the music in someone else's hands, head on over to the Blue Lion Pub, because Latin band Shakir will be playing. I thought it was like a Shakira tribute band, but it's not. Well, these guys just do amazing Latin work there. And if you haven't been to the Blue Lion since it opened up on the west side of town, you've been missing out. Check it out. But most of the things on Wednesday that you want to deal with start off with the Chamber Breakfast. That's right. The Woodlands Area Chamber of Commerce has its networking breakfast at Dave & Buster's at 7:01 in the morning. It's important because 7 o'clock's too early. And if you're a member, pay your little dues there and show up. If you're not a member, go there as somebody's guest and find out what it's all about. A wonderful networking event and good food too. Past the hump on to Thursday now. Rock the Row is happening, and the weather seems to be just right for it. This, of course, is the free concert series that's happening at Hughes Landing and Restaurant Row at that amphitheater overlooking the water. It's amazing. Brenda Guy's one-woman show is going to be playing. That's right, Brenda Guy, one woman, one show, an amazing time. Bring your lawn chairs, your blankets, eat beforehand. Of course, it's called Restaurant Row, and that's just not an ironic name. There's a lot of restaurants around there, and enjoy it while you can before the weather gets too hot. Also that evening, the Woodlands Township is hosting its Board of Directors meeting, the July meeting. A lot of things are on the slate, and of course we have elections just around the corner, and filing has already begun is about to begin for the Woodlands Township Board of Directors, and there are some seats up for grabs, so find out all about that. And finally on Thursday, you can head on over to the Woodlands Mall, go to the backside, like where the Barnes & Noble is. You got that great green area, and on the lawn, on that big screen, they'll be showing their movie on the lawn, which is Mufasa, the prequel to Lion King, before Mufasa goes to visit his ancestors in the great lion land in the sky, and I think you know what I'm talking about. But how a great movie, and of course it's free, my favorite color. Moving on to Friday now, so at Sawyer Park Ice House, they got Departure ATX playing. Who's that? They're the most awesome Journey tribute band. They're just amazing. So enjoy the heck out of that. A great show. And if you haven't been to Sawyer Park, you got to check it out. It's an indoor, outdoor, double, family friendly. Some shows are 21 and up. So you want to go to WoodlandsOnline.com, click on our events tab, go to this Friday, look it up, and see if the kiddos can come with you or not. Or you can head on over to the Pavilion for I Want My 80s tour. That's right. It's like I Want My MTV, but this is I Want My 80s with Rick Springfield, Wang Chung, Paul Young, who, you know, every time you go away, Paul Young, they're bringing the 80s back all the way. That's my jam. I'm going to try and make it out there. Or you can head on over to Dozy Do's Big Barn. Ian Moore will be playing. A lot of great music happening on Friday. Well, a lot of great music happens almost every night. And do you know we have a weekly live music blog on Woodlands Online that tells you all about the great music that's happening all over the township and surrounding areas? You need to check it out. Go to our webpage, because not only do you just get breaking news and all day and all night getting updates, but also we have an amazing blog section which includes live music. It's getting the weekend now on Saturday. Take the furry loved one of member of your family to Playful Pack's Open Play. They get to dogs get to run around, have a lot of fun, and you get to meet the staff, go on tours, and find out Playful Pack is for you and your dog. Speaking of which, congratulations to the Montgomery County Animal Shelter, who over the weekend held an adoption event, which was a smash success. And I can only hope that those cages are all cleaned out and all those dogs and cats and beyond have gone to loving homes. Over at Ale and Ivy, they're celebrating their second birthday already with a special biannual Cirque du Ale and Ivy. That's right, a little French action there. They are pulling out all the stops, balls to the wall on this, and it's so good and so big that it's not going to be an annual birthday. It's every 2 years they're going to have this Cirque du Ale and Ivy. You got to read the details about it at WoodlandsOnline.com. You'll be really impressed. Body and Brain Magnolia is hosting a special mini retreat for two called In Sync. Not the boy band, but actually IN Sync. And you know what? I could use something like that. I'm sure my wife could. Maybe you and your partner can too. So find out all you need to know about it by going to WoodlandsOnline.com and clicking on that event tab. Also on Saturday at the Dive-In movie, not Drive-In movie, the Dive-In movie, that's right, the Bear Branch Park swimming pool. It's going to be putting up a big screen. Pool opens at 7. You get a lounge in the pool, and you got to watch The Lion King. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be the original great one or the live action one, but either way, if you catch Mufasa earlier in the week, you get to cry more when he passes away in The Lion King, whether it's cartoon or live action. Either way, you're just going to lose it. But it's great family fun nonetheless. And then at the Pavilion on Saturday, we've got even more great music. We got Kansas with 38 Special and Dave Mason. That's going to be a heck of a show. I don't know if I'll be able to get into the pavilion. I might be busy, but I may just kind of drive in slow circles around the block with the windows down and hear what I can, because that sounds like an amazing lineup. Hopefully you can make me jealous by showing up yourself. And finally on Saturday, before all the music for that night, head on over to the Grogan's Mill Farmers Market. It's there at the Grogan's Mill Shopping Center, which of course it's been completely renovated. The library's going to be moving in pretty soon with the community center. New businesses are coming in. The current businesses are still there, but you got to check it out and buy local if at all humanly possible. That's what I love to do. And then finally, to wrap up the week on Sunday, a couple things are happening. Two Tones Dueling Piano Bar is hosting a very limited time, limited availability, family fun, family friendly show just for the entire family. So if you think Two Tones is just for adults, nope, not all the time. Sometimes they put together a wonderful Sunday event, and you got to check that out. And then also on Sunday, the Learning Express, that amazing toy store at the Alden Bridge Shopping Center, is hosting its annual Christmas in July. And that's where they got amazing deals and early snagging of gifts, of popular gifts that your kiddos are going to want in just about 5 months or so. And of course, at Learning Express, the gift wrapping is always free. And believe me, I need that. Well, that's it for some events that are happening. Let's talk about some news that's going on. So Woodland's favorite music man, Hayes Carl, is just released a new single called We're Only Human. We got a story about it with a link to where you can hear this song before the album comes out. Hayes Carl, of course, Woodlands High School graduate, and performed with Lyle Lovett and company at the Woodlands 50th anniversary celebration at the pavilion not too long ago. Speaking of celebrations, the Woodlands Children's Museum celebrated 15 years at its current location in the Panther Creek Shopping Center. We were there, took some great photos. We wrote a story about it with the history. I remember it going way beyond 15 years when it was in the Woodlands Mall, and it actually had a history even before then. Read the story at Woodlands Online on our news section. As I did talk about earlier, the Kerr County and beyond, a lot of people still suffering from the flooding going on. Unfortunately, the death toll just kept on rising. A lot of people still missing, and our hearts go out to everybody affected by that. And know that we have more and more people wanting to put stuff together. In fact, we have some employees from the Woodlands Resort, and we're going to have the story coming out later today about how they're putting together their own donation for these flood victims. It's just wonderful when the community comes together, and we appreciate it. Congrats to Jim Carmen, no longer the chairman, CEO, excuse me, sorry about the cough there. Allergies are happening. He's gone from one chairmanship to the other. He is now the board chair for the Montgomery County Food Bank. Congratulations, Jim. He's a fixture here. Of course, he's the president of Houston operations for the Howard Hughes Corporation and just done a lot of work. But now he's going to help feed people in need here. Attorney General Ken Paxton has ordered the indictments and arrests of 9 people from Frio County for voter harvesting. You know, the thing they say never happens. Well, apparently and allegedly it did, and there is an investigation, a multi-year investigation on city and county officials in Frio County, Texas, working on vote harvesting. We have the story on Woodlands Online in our news section. And finally, I'm laughing only because it's kind of stupid. Magnolia Man has been found guilty of the felonious insurance fraud. A couple of years ago, he reported his RV stolen, collected the insurance money, and then a couple of months later put it up for sale online, the same RV. So, yeah, he's going away for a while we have details on Woodlands Online. It's funny because it happens to someone else. If you want to read about it, there it is. Well, that's it for some events and news that have been happening for this week of July 14th through the 20th. We got lots of great things here at Woodlands Online. We're your digital town hall for all things the Woodlands. We have traffic and weather updates, business briefs, breaking headlines, human interest stories, blogs, podcasts, videos, sports, you name it, we got it, because we're Woodlands Online. We're in the community, by the community, and for the community. Hey, if you want to send me an email, let me know how I'm doing, or if you have any ideas, I would love to hear from you. Send that email to shows, SHOWS, at woodlandsonline.com. Well, that's about it for me, Sean Thompson. On behalf of myself, producer Justin, and everyone here at Woodlands Online, have a great week. Go through the storms this afternoon, but for the rest of the week, put on sunscreen, wear floppy hats, hydrate a lot, don't text and drive, make excellent life choices. And I'll see you next Monday.